an activity of integration. So today, we are going to begin a new chapter, and that chapter is about plotting. Plotting points on a graph paper. How many of you have graph books or can access graph papers at home? Okay, Jojo?
I have a graph book.
You have a graph book. That is good. Laura, do you have a graph book or not?
I do, but it's not near.
Okay, yeah. Me, I just want to know whether I have. Patel, do you have a graph book?
Yeah, I do have it.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so we are going to have this lesson for some few minutes, and then after the lesson, you are going to do the work I sent in the group. Did you see that work?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so let us start. So our topic is about rectangular Cartesian. And we are going to have a look at coordinates in the x in 2 dimensions, which is x and y. Did you draw some graphs in the primary, like plotting?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So the work is now simpler here. So our first activity, we are going to first of all identify the x-axis and then the y-axis. So that is like our interest, what we need to know at the end of the lesson. Then our activity is to plot these points here. So we have 0.64, 0.59, 0.113, 0.56, then 0.34. So if I may ask, how do we plot these points? How do we plot these points?
Hello, teacher. May you please repeat the question?
I read out these points here, which are 6, 4, 5, 9, 11, 3, 5, 6, and 3, 4. And I was asking, in which way or in which ways do we plot these points? Yes, Laura had her hand up.
First, identify which digits are to be plotted on the x-axis and those to be plotted on the y-axis.
Okay, thank you. So for example, okay, the Esther.
Yes, please, teacher.
Yes, which points are we going to plot on the x-axis?
We're going to plot +6.
Yes.
And on the y-axis, +4.
Okay. Okay, can we first note down these points, because I'm going to move to the next slide that has my graph paper. So can we first note them down? Have we finished noting them down?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, okay, okay. So let's move to our next slide. So I have noted that we have on the x-axis. So what is the highest value on x-axis?
11.
11. So if we counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, it would fit. So now let us begin. So which one is the x-axis? The horizontal or the vertical? Yes, Jojo.
Teacher, my name is Kyle.
Yeah, you had put Jojo, so I had got that. Kyle. So where do we put the x-axis? Okay, thank you. And then where do we put the y-axis? So this is x-axis. Okay, thank you. So this one up here would be the y. Would be the y-axis. So this is a starting point and we give it a what? A 0, so we shall have 0. Then on this we have, so on the x-axis we have the positive side and the negative side. So where is the positive side and where is the negative side? Esther?
The negative side is on the left.
Okay. And the positive on the right.
Yes.
Kayla, you can put your arrows. I saw you have some good arrows there. That point. Okay, so that would be negative. And then where will the positive be? Okay, thank you. So here we are going to number them. So we can use scale of 2, not to avoid over congesting our what? Our scale. So likewise here 2. So on the x-axis, which one is positive? Okay, that is the positive side. And then the downer one is negative. Okay. So here we are going to write 2, because we are using a scale of 2, then 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. Then here we shall have -2, -4, -6, -8, -10. So up here we have a 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, maybe 12, 14. Then down here we shall have the -2 and the -4. So that is how we label the axes and put in our scale. So on the graph paper you have, it is advisable to use 2 centimeters. So the 2 centimeters is equal to 10 small boxes when you count them. Okay, so we normally recommend using a scale of 2 centimeters. So that is what I expect to see at the end after you have done that work. Okay, so now let us begin the plotting. What was our first point?
6 and 4.
6 and 4. Okay, so where is the 6 and 4? So 6 is on X, so we are going to move from 0. We move 6 steps. So this is first, second, third, fourth. So the 6 is here. And then when we get there, we move 4 steps on what? 4 steps on Y. And that will lead us to this point here. Okay, so this will be a point 6 and 4. Then our next point,
Five and 9.
5 and 9. So the 5 is between 4 and 6, so it is here. And then we move 9 upwards, 9 steps upwards. And then we shall find ourselves here. Yes, another point.
11 and 3.
11 and 3. So 11 is between 10 and 12. And then 3. So 11, 3 is here. And next point.
5 and 6.
5 and 6. Yes, another one. Or they are done.
3 and 4.
3 and 4. So 3 and 4 is as well here. So that is how we plot the what? We plot the points or the coordinates on the graph paper. And the whole of this is what they call a Cartesian plane. So this, when you draw the x-axis and the y-axis, and then that becomes the Cartesian plane. So can we have, if there are any questions on about the plotting, the scale, before we go?
Just again.
Yes? Yes, Esther?
Yes, please, teacher.
Do you have a question?
No.
Okay. So is the plotting okay of the X and Y? Okay. Okay, hoping that silence means yes for others. So after plotting, we may be required to join these points. So you get a ruler and join the 2 points, like what is in the exercise you are going to do. So you join any 2 points, like the question will be telling you to do, and then at the end of it, you'll form a polygon, maybe like a square, a triangle, and etc. So this was about the plotting. Okay, so your exercise. So this is number 1. You are going to plot these points here. So part A, you'll plot the coordinates 0, 3, 5, 6, 5, 0. And you join them to plot to draw what? A triangle. So after plotting them, you'll join them using a straight lines to form a triangle. Then still on that same graph, you'll again add the coordinates 2, 0. You'll add the coordinates 2, 0, 2, 6, 7, 3. And then you form the second triangle. Then after drawing this triangle, you give a description of what comes of the shape that will now be formed. Is that okay?
Yes.
Then from there, you get another graph paper. And so for each of these, you plot and join. So this on its graph paper 1, graph paper 2, then graph paper 3. Okay? So you plot and then join those points. So remember, I said you have to, where possible, you have to use a scale of 2 centimeters to represent the 10 boxes. Okay, 2 centimeters on your scale. Then still this would be number 3, so you still plot these ones, each on its own graph paper. Is that okay?
Yes.
Yes.
So after plotting and joining, after you have completed the work, I expect to see that work before today ends, because you still have 38 minutes in the math time. Okay, our live class time. So use this time to do this work. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Then those who can afford, who can afford to send it via the site, please do so. I hope most of you are now very comfortable with it. And then those who cannot, in case it fails, you'll send it to my WhatsApp number. Then it will be marked and sent back to you. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. So you can now leave the meeting and then begin doing that work. Hey, Isaac has just come. Isaac. Good afternoon. Unfortunately, this recording will be available later in the day. Isaac, do you know how to do the plotting on a graph paper? Others, we can leave and begin doing the work as I talk to Isaac. Yes, Isaac, unmute your microphone and we speak. Do you have a graph paper at home? Yes. Do you have a graph book?
I'm not hearing you.
Do you have a graph book at home?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Do you know how to
Yes,
plot?
teacher, I have a graph book. Yes, teacher, I know how to plot.
You know how to plot? Okay.
Yes.
Have you seen the work that I sent on the group?
Teacher, you are breaking.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay, let me type in the chat.
Okay.
Teacher Shaba, are we done? Teacher Shaba?
Yes. Just hold on a bit.
Okay.
Isaac, have you seen the messages?
Teacher, I got off and got on. My network is at the best listed.
Okay, let me text you in WhatsApp. Okay, Herman, you can end the meeting. I've given them some work to do. This was to be majorly a practical lesson. So they are going to do it and send it to me.
Okay, I'm going. Should I end?
Yes, please.